Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to SF1 Realistic Tier on Sunday Night Racing here for round 10 at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Sorry, I'm a little behind in playing catch up, as you guys just know, or if you guys are unaware. We just revealed the teams and cars for Season 2 and equal performance for Tier 1 and Tier 2. Head to our Twitch if you want to see who's going where. I think we had a lot of fun. My comments were blown up the whole way through that. But here, I'm getting a little carried away from myself. SF1 Roads in the comms booth, round 10, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Give you guys a little bit of track information here. Probably I think the track will be a little bit better in 2022 when they make the changes. However, the changes aren't made yet on this game, so we're back at the old layout. Track built in 2000, I believe it says 2008. My font is really small, I'm sorry, but we're here with short qualifying because only 11 drivers have made it this evening. Hopefully that starts to tick back up as we go further into the season. Have 28 racing laps ahead of these guys. Let's see what they can do. Last week's race was quite immense. Man, the first race in SF1, General Jake putting on a astronomical dominating performance with that Mercedes to grab the win at Austria for round 9. But yeah, round 10, SF1 Roads in the comms booth. Right now we're on board with Hubdy, who's gearing up to put his first lap in on the mediums. Ross Plum goes quickest so far with that Aston Martin with a 138.4. We have Panto 38.2 on a soft compound, and Ryan with a Williams 150. But I'm sure he can improve on that's a very, very slow time. That's almost a Haas competitive lap there. But I can't say that much because if you guys watch any of the preseason, Haas looks like they've improved the car a little bit. They might not be the dogs they were the last 2 seasons. Let's see, Phil is on a lap, I believe. RSF1 Carrito is on a lap as well, just behind. Let's see what he can do. He is actually going to be our man we ride along with as a hot lap around the Yas Marina Circuit. These two kind of bouncing back and forth. What is going on, everybody? The volume of my thing is a tad bit loud. Turns into this headphone sound. Save my eardrums just a bit. Couple guys just running a lap here. You guys saw in the tier reveal, this man driving a McLaren the past season. Our first season on F1 2021 gets the McLaren again. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I know he wanted the Ferrari or the Alfa Romeo, but he's back in the McLaren, and I'm sure he's super pumped about it. But yeah, these guys, a lot of them will be racing this week as we return to Tier 2. I'm just going to keep dropping prompts for the Tier 2 and Tier 1 for a brand new season. Starting at the Bahrain Grand Prix, Tier 2 live on Thursday, and Tier 1 live on Friday at the Bahrain Grand Prix as well. Right at 20:30 on the mark. The C Gunners in the comms booth bring you guys all the action. Right now, Ross still quickest on track here as we have 10 minutes and 38 seconds remaining. Keep an eye on some of the other guys. We'll see when this man decides to come out. We'll give you guys a hot lap. Alright, he's alright, coming out for an out lap right now. Get rid of this track information as you guys have already gone over that with me. Yeah, this it's still really loud, so I'm gonna turn it down. I was playing another game, and it's a war game. If you guys know who I am, I've been addicted to that game for the last several months. I used to play it on PC, and then they announced that they were going to release it to a console, and I was like, no way. I've been stuck on it ever since. Right now, Operator sets a 38.1 to put himself good enough for P3. I know it's only 11 drivers. It seems like a low number, but I promise these guys always bring quite a race. I think we had 11 or 12 at Austria last week, and they were just with each other. It was a train of cars the entire race. General Jake, 136.5. First driver in the 36s this evening on a soft compound. If he carries those tires over to the race, I think he's going to opt for a 2-stop, so we'll see. But we're going to jump with RSF1 Carrito for a hot lap around Yas Marina Circuit. Let's jump on board with him and get his track information up. Let's gear up for a lap around this circuit, coming down the start-finish line straight, crossing the line, going into turn 1. Nicely done. Don't go too wide, you'll invalidate on the exit. And foot down through here as hard as you can. The Alpha might not be able to do it. Ride the curves in the exit. You didn't touch it as much as I thought he would. Hard on the brakes here. Turn in. You can hit that curve and attack it a little bit more. You might be a little out of shape on that Alfa Romeo. Coming down the back stretch now. See, that's one of the points where they've changed the circuit. As you guys saw in real Formula 1. DRS wide open for the Alfa Romeo driver. I'm waiting for my coffee to cool down. I made a second coffee so I could enjoy this. And they've... this wasn't changed. Hard on the brakes, hard left hairpin, into a right-hand turn. Nicely done. Went a little wide on the exit. DRS open. I know you could use to gain a lot of time if you just rode this left side wall. This is one of the points that they changed. This is the second part, but it's not changed in this game. So a left, then a right, then a following left. He's invalidated. Oh, took a little bit too much curve there. The Alfa Romeo driver did. We'll back out. Well, actually, we'll finish with him. See if you can get it, so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like. He's gonna back off a little bit. Going into the hotel section. I think he's gearing up to go for another run. When he does, we'll tap back. Bill goes at 36.6. He's close to General Jake in that Ferrari. This man, I think he's going to go for one more shot. Hopefully he can get a lap in. I'm going to clear his track information away. Get back to a couple of other guys in the action. Hubsy's still sitting in the pits. Bill trying to put a competitive lap in. See if he can match his teammate this evening. Coming into... He goes to 37.1, so he's good enough for P4. Rabo in that Red Bull 136.6, just barely behind Bill in that Ferrari by a couple 100ths of a tenth. I do need to do something. I do apologize. Before we get into racing, I need to set up a party chat for the interviews. So once I do that, all right, we're all good. Back to the racing. See if operator can find any more time out of that Red Bull this evening. Panta heading to the Alfa Romeo team for Tier 2, racing on Thursdays. His first race is coming up this week, Thursday. See what he can do with that Alfa Romeo. Oh, Panta gets really out of shape with the rear end. I would gladly love to help Gunner's co-coms, but the problem is when these guys race. As you can tell, most of our league is, you know, United Kingdom, that area. Whereas I'm an American, so when these guys race, it's right when I'm at work, so I can't. And then right when the lights go out for the actual race is pretty much right around the time I leave work. So that kind of hinders my ability to stream during the week for these guys. And McLarens, both of them seem to be struggling with the rear end just a bit. You saw Lallyface have just a bit of snap on the rear end there. Can he improve on his 37.1? He is on a medium compound. He's just putting laps in. He's going to pull into the pits now. Probably go for a soft compound run. Burrito sitting on a 37.5. ABR Ryan 38.1. I know he said in the chat, in realistic chat, he absolutely hates this track. Ross Plum has left the session. Hopefully Ross can get himself back in. Sitting 8th right now on the grid. Operator lost control of the car, drifted and saved it. That was a scary moment. Nail biter, as you'd say. Hub's in that AlphaTauri on his way out. I put my sheets away, I would say, where he went. I can't remember. That is my memory. It's the mind of a goldfish, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look. Looks like Hubs is getting ready to go for a lap here. In between quali and the race, I'll give you guys a full rundown of the championship points. If you guys are interested in joining SF1, we're getting up ready to go racing for equal performance this season, starting this week. at the Bahrain Grand Prix is going to be highly competitive. We dumped down from 3 tiers to 2 to make sure that these guys all have quite a battle on their hands. No more combined constructors. It's all going to be single. So these teammates going to have to work together. Hopefully they can cheer each other on to make the races. Each tier is going to have their own constructors going into the season. But head over to our Discord, guys. If you guys want to join, more than welcome to have. Especially if you want to join Realistic. Realistic is a whole nother animal. It's different. I tell you, a lot of the guys that are actually here have been enjoying it quite a bit. I mean, why else would they be racing? With only 11 guys, but I think these guys do enjoy it. We did have more, but a couple backed out at the last minute. I'm hoping that changes eventually. Sitting on board with Hubs. It was a bit wide on exit there. It takes a lot of the curbs. I know the curbs in Abu Dhabi are horrendous. We have a sector 1 and 2 yellow. Looks like one of the Mercedes is going slowly. Wonder if that was Phil having a moment. No, that's got to be General Jake. And Latifi wall right there. See what Hubs can do on the exit going into the final corner. Sector 1 yellow. There's a bunch up of both Mercedes and McLaren. Hubs sits up 38.9. So 2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining here in the session. Just about time for these guys on an outlap to give it one more go. We'll see what these guys can do. Bill is on a flyer now. He'll have plenty of time in case he makes a mistake at some point or invalidates that he can run down and get another lap in. Let's sit with him. Can he push for a pole position here with that Ferrari? This Ferrari team has been doing quite a interesting season right now. I believe they are leading the constructors too, which is baffling. It's baffling how it works out. The Mercedes and the Red Bull team, as well as the McLaren team, having a little bit of difficulties early on in the season, which is carried over in loss of points. Sector 3 yellow, looks like that is RSS1. Carrito's out for Romeo, going a bit slowly. Bill is improving, but not enough to attack those 0.5 area. They'll need to find a little bit more time out of that Ferrari. Let's see where Phil ends up. 1 minute to go. Can Phil find the time, or not Phil, can Bill find the time in that Ferrari battle? Pole position was a bit deep on the exit. He goes pole position with a 136.3. That is a massive time indeed, as we have an AlphaTauri run out wide. I wonder what's happened to Ross. I wonder if Ross can get back in. Let me check my message quick. Who is going to be the next guy to cross the line? It was Red Bull. I think those guys are all on a flyer. Yeah, Ryan is on a flyer. No, he's on an outlap. I think he cooled down for this lap to give it one more go. We have a Red Bull behind him. Is that operator? That is operator who's invalidated. And both Mercedes. Bill's ahead. See where Phil ends up here into the final corner and down the stretch, getting a little out of shape. He goes P4. Operator has crashed out. I think he's retired on the track. Alright, so let's jump through. Panta finishes P7. We have Carrito coming up to the line next, and a Ferrari just behind him with Bill. Wonder if Bill's gonna pull in. Where's Carrito gonna go? He's gonna stay P6. Bill's gonna put another lap in. Right behind him is the AlphaTauri of Hubdi. He's gonna pull into the pits. So then we have the Red Bull of Rabo. What can Rabo do? And he look at a pole position here. Coming up across the line. He does. He goes pole position 135.9. First guy into the 35s. And that's gonna do it. Unless Ryan can improve, we'll stay on board with the Williams driver. Oh, Ryan puts it into the wall to retire. And his car is gonna blow up. There's sparks flying. So that's going to be it for qualifying here at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Round 10, Robbo grabs pole position with Bill in the Ferrari in P2, setting up the front row. General Jake in the second row, along with Allow Your Face. Phil, P5, Carito, P6, Pantas, P7, Hubdi, P8, ABR Ryan's P9, Ross, hopefully he can get himself back in, is P10, and Operator finishes this quali session in P11. Alright, so we're going to go at 58 on the mark. We're at 50, or... What? No, I think it's 28. I think that's 28. I think we're going to go at 28 on the mark. Alright, let's take a look at the points when we load up. Alright, let's take a look at these points as we load in for the race before we get going. Let's take a look at a constructor so far this season. Coming into Yas Marina this evening. Ferrari, as I mentioned, leading the way. Just crazy. It's crazy. These are actual realistic cars too. Power performance. We know that Ferrari's a dog in the straights, but somehow they are leading the championship with Mercedes just behind them. We have AlphaTauri, who was leading last week, slips down to P3. We have Red Bull jumping up to P4. McLaren moved their way up to P5. Aston Martin slipping to P6. We have Alpine staying P7. Williams staying P8. And Alfa Romeo staying P9. As you guys see, little numbers to the Haas team. That's because that's the reserve team. And there's not many guys that race in that Haas seat. So a couple points have come their way so far this season. But we'll take a look now at the driver points going into this race. Maybe Ryan takes the lead from Jake Wilson, and I'm not sure why Jake's not here this evening. I did tag him a couple times, but no response. Maybe Ryan leads this championship in that Williams. We have Jake Wilson in P2, SF1 Molly in P3. We have Allow Your Face holding on to P4, Bill P5, SF1 Bravo in that brand new Red Bull team moves up to P6, Ross P7, Hubdi P8. Carito holds on to P9, Seal P10. We have Operator moving up to P11. Phil is staying put at P12. Stig drops to P13. At least P14. General Jake making one heck of a move around Austria to win, grabbing all those points available. Finishes, puts himself up to P15. Panta P16, struggling a little bit with that McLaren as of late. Pressy Football hasn't been here for weeks. I'm not sure why, but P17, same with you, Robbie, and the one Haas and the one Alpine sitting on right now as a reserve. I'm gonna relax my voice for just a bit because I've been talking quite a bit the last hour. Get ready for the race. We're going at 28, so just 2 minutes time. SF1 Roads is gonna drink some coffee and enjoy just the relaxation before it's lights out for 28 laps around the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Round 10 coming right up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, formation lap just about ready to kick off. I'll get rid of these points for you guys. Once that ticks down, all right, we're good. Formation lap. These drivers will have time to drive around the course, warm those tires, put the pressure and temperature into those tires as well as the brakes. I know it was really important for myself to do it. Get rid of that mini map, shall we? Red Bull starting on pole position. That's what you'd want to see from Realistic. We have a Ferrari though sneaking his way up into P2 with a Mercedes right behind, so it's going to be really hard for that Ferrari to hold on in the main straights. We have a McLaren right there. Two Mercedes look pretty strong this evening. Alfa Romeo sneaks his way up just ahead of a McLaren. And we have AlphaTauri there. Williams, Ross, Aston Martin. Ross is having internet connection issues at home, so that might be why he's ghosting again. And the operator sitting in P11 for this race. Lots to gain for the driver. I always like to watch this and see who's pulling a Kimi, and it looks like Rabo's pulling a Kimi right now. Man, I'm gonna miss that guy racing. I think I know who I'm gonna start rooting for moving forward since Kimi's left the sport. Where's that McLaren? I think everybody's having a bit of fun this evening. 28 laps they're gonna meet these guys. I have 11 guys. Unfortunately, it's down to 10 with Ross's internet connection. Are all 10 gonna be able to finish this race? That would be great. I would love to see this race go completely green the entire time and let it up to the drivers to see what happens. Everybody jumping into the hotel section now. Take a look through the field. Bravo, I wonder if his nerves are ticking just a bit. Final corner to line up onto the grid. We'll see what happens. Who can get a good start here this evening? Everybody rounds that final corner. It shouldn't take too long for these lights to start dropping. Bravo lines up, Bill lines up, General Jake's up there, Value Face is there. Everybody into that spot now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go racing at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. 3 lit, 4, 5 lights are lit. And we're away for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Who gets a good start? It looks like it looks like Bravo gets a great start. We got a McLaren sneaking in. Bill under attack. Oh, there's a connection between the Mercedes. Oh, a huge connection between the two McLaren teammates. That is massive. Do we have one McLaren's missing his entire front wing? This Bill's already coming under pressure from that Mercedes driver. Side by side, Bill goes a bit defensive on the entry. He's going to be under pressure though. I don't think we have any VSC or our safety car. General Jake popped back and forth just a bit. I wonder what happened there. Let's jump on board with some of the action with the Mercedes driver. This has got to be Phil. Phil pulling up to right behind ABR Ryan into the left-hand hairpin. A lot of these guys struggling. Heavy fuel loads at the beginning of this race. What does he have? He has Ross Plum just behind him. Take a look at anybody who's super close. We have, I believe that's Humpty making one heck of a push up to get up to P4. See General Jake and Bill really fighting it out. Oh, right on his gear box. That's close. That's really close. A little too close for comfort. You couldn't squeeze a ham sandwich between those. I know that's going to be a joke that I hear a lot. Depends on how big the ham sandwich is, right? General Jake really putting pressure on that Ferrari driver with Bill just ahead as that's helping Rabo to sneak away even further. It's exactly what he wanted to see. He really couldn't find the pace last week at the Austrian Grand Prix, finishing P2. We have moves going down. Phil's pulling into the pits. I wonder what happens. He does need a front wing. He's going to opt to go toward the medium compound. Antis, I'm certain, in the pits, so that was connection. I think Allow Your Face got connected with General Jake, spun around and unfortunately Panted this collected the back of that. Right now Bravo 1.9 separates himself from Bill. No DRS yet, we're only in lap 2. Lap 3 is when that will kick in. But Bill really coming under pressure from Mercedes power unit as Jake's gonna go for an inside look. Oh, Bill. Oh, why are you guys giving me this predicted pit stop strategy? I don't need to see it twice. Seeing it once is nice. I mean, it was a nice feature at the beginning. Hubsy is really pushing it with that Honda power unit to try to look at the back end of Bill. Bravo 2.2 separates himself from Jake. It could be a battle between those two again. As Carito is sneaking his way up through the field up to P5, and ABR Ryan is following that toe. Look at those marshals just hanging out there. Ross has joined. Awesome. See, hopefully he can take control of his car. See if he can work that Aston Martin further up the field. And my Delta's glitched out. Should come back though. Bravo going quick. Putting 2.4 between himself. Actually, let's get. I need to get the tires up. Not that. I want the tires. There we go. Allow Your Face 140 for the fastest lap. Hubsy is on a medium compound, so these are going to last a lot longer. He could go a one-stop here from a medium hard compound, from a medium compound to a hard compound. And it could pay off, especially if this stays green the entire race, which these guys are having a pretty clear race. DRS is open for the Ferrari driver. Jake goes defensive for the inside line. Can Bill get anywhere close enough? He's gonna go to the outside. They're gonna go side by side into the hairpin. Shoulders, will shoulders come out? Side by side still. Oh, this is close racing. Bill on the outside still with a Mercedes in the inside. Bill takes the position. All the while, Bravo just 3.3 now. This massive battle for P2 is helping Bravo to sneak away even more. As we have Carito now working on the back of that AlphaTauri of Hubs. I'm going to take a gander. I'll come right back to this battle. I want to see if Ross has taken control of his car. He's battling Operator quite heavily here. Side by side. Ooh, Operator. Take a look at Carito now on the gearbox of the AlphaTauri team. Jake now 3.7 separates himself from Bill. Bill having pressure right behind him. See if Carito can get any closer to Hubs. 7 tenths down. Hubs is now within range of that DRS. Can he get close enough? No, not an exit. Operator gets a 3-second time penalty, our first for this evening. Bill sets the quickest lap so far with a 140.4. Panta answers back with a 40.4. General Jake with Bill. It's right on the gearbox of that Mercedes. Bill will have DRS. Can he get close enough? The Ferrari unit is not the unit you want on the straight line. This is opening the door for Hubs, who is right on the back of these guys in case anything happens. All this battling for P2, this man is just opening up a gap that, as long as he can keep it, he had a gap in Bahrain, and he had that race in hand, but a late safety car and then an incident that happened just saw that opportunity go away. So can he redeem that race this evening? Everything so far coming into lap 5 has gone his way. Can Bravo put, the performance to paper? Oh, what has happened to General Jake? General Jake has had a moment. Does he have any damage on the front end of that car? I'm getting messages from the reveal and TR Sensations. Not happy with his current team. So Jake, unfortunately, having a moment in that Mercedes, has found himself down to P6. Bill was on the soft compound, so he's making his first pit stop to go on the medium compound. He's definitely going to do a 2-stop. This is the man I'm looking at right now. He is on the medium, so he can go to a hard compound. 6 seconds now separates himself from Rabo, who's in the lead. Rabo is on a soft compound, though. Lap 5 depends on when he pits. Carito on a soft, he's going to have to pit. Allow Your Face is going to have to pit. Most of these guys are spaced out now, but we're going to stay with Carito, who is right on the gearbox of Hubs for that P2 position. If I were Hubs, yeah, he's one heck of a smart driver. He's not going to fight it too much because he knows Carito's going to have to pit eventually. Jump on board with Hub. Is Carito gonna pit? Not yet. I wonder why Bill pit so early. I wonder if his tires have just gone off or he did a couple more laps on qualifying. Right now we're staying on board with this battle. Yeah, you can tell how heavy the cars are. Oh, Hubs gets a little bit too much of that curb. This, for me, in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, was the worst part of the track. I can't stand these successions of corners. Hubs has DRS. Will he be able to make a move? Look at the power difference between the Honda power unit and the Ferrari power unit. Around does it. Hubs back into P2. 7.4 separates himself from Rabo. Rabo really putting the laps in underneath that Red Bull. Allow Your Face is sneaking into this battle as well. Allow Your Face has had a couple wins and a couple podiums here in Realistic. So, and Ryan, the man who always does it, pulling up to that battle as well. Carito goes on the inside of Hubs to take over P2 again. This man's just like, yes, keep battling, keep battling. You are helping me so much. The gap is just growing lap by lap. Allow Your Face is now into this battle for P2 as well. We have a battle for Ross getting right behind Panta here. Anytime soon, he will have DRS coming up. What can Ross do? That was weird. I'm not sure what... That camera angle changed quite a bit. Hopefully Ross didn't lose connection. Lovely aerial camera. He's coming right up to the gearbox. And McLaren goes a bit wide. Ross is going to go for the inside look. Ross makes a move up to P9. Jump back with the battles here. Allow Your Face now on the Bills. That's the fastest lap with the medium compound, 140. That's saying something with that Ferrari. Ferrari's chassis handles massively well, but in the straight line, we all know how it feels. Those 2 seasons in that power unit, once they were found in the legal power unit and had to change it, it was a doomsday for them for a while, and it just trickled down to Haas and Alfa Romeo as well as Hubdi is going to go to the outside line around Carito. This could help Allow Your Face. He will have a lot more power in that Mercedes unit compared to Carito's Ferrari power unit in the Alfa Romeo. Can he get close enough? We know Carito is a massively quick driver as well. Oh, Allow Your Face gets... Oh, that's gonna... Oh, Ryan's gonna be right there as well. So the 2 on mediums right now could extend the life in there and just kind of sail off. We're gonna see what Rabo can do on his pit stop and where he comes out compared to Jake is on the same strategy, it looks like. Carito's gonna pit. Allow Your Face is gonna pit. Rabo does dive into the pits. And Jake is not going to pit yet. He's going to put 1 or 2 more laps on those soft compounds, so could it pay off for him? It's going to put him up to P3. Bill sets another fast lap. Bill has worked his way up, pitting a little early on those medium compounds, worked his way back up to P5. Where's Robbo's there. General Jake is retired from the race. Where? Oh no! Into the wall on the exit of that corner. We have our first safety car. I was not expecting Jake to retire from this race. So, the field is going to get bunched up again. For the guys, I mean, this might hurt. Hub D, Ryan, I don't know. Would you pit for another medium compound? 8 laps in, I mean, you could pit for the hard compound and take them to the end at this point. Pretty easily. They should be able to do 20 laps. So it's just a matter of what these two do. Maybe Ryan gets a 3-second time penalty under a safety car as well. That is going to hurt the end of this race. His results, if these guys stay bunched up. We'll see. It's only a 3 seconds, so it's not the worst case scenario. So interesting. Hubs has decided to go for a soft compound in this pit stop. Ryan has gone for a second set of mediums. Bill stays out on his mediums. Robbo hitting on that safety car. Takes over the lead. Or I should say retakes the lead. But let's follow through. So right now we have Robbo in P1, Bill P2. We have Hubs in P3, Ryan in P4, Carrito P5. Who is behind him? That is the McLaren of Allow Your Face. Bill is in P6. Panta P7. This is going to help Panta in his early stint. Operator P9. And Ross right now. P10. This will help Ross too. Kind of a reset as he wasn't able to take the lights because of a connection issue. Now he can give it a full go. Like Robbo has collected the safety car. Jake, yeah, what is going on? Want to interview at DNF? As I mentioned, I was not expecting you to DNF. You had a lot of confidence coming into the Abu Dhabi, how you were gonna pretty much run away with this one. So safety car conditions here under lap 9 at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. A lot of guys pulling into the pits and making their pit stop. Robbo leading the way so far. I'm good. Yeah. What happened on that final exit? I think it was lap 3 or 4 when you were chasing Bill. This was a too much curve. I'm guessing it was probably just too much curve because the curves here are pretty bad. I would say what happened, but I had a hard time. But too hard to text. Alright, gotcha. So it looks like we're going to have one more lap underneath the safety car. Enough time for Robbo and the rest of the field to get more temperature and pressure into those tires, those medium tires. I believe almost everybody now, except for Hubs, has gone for a second set or stayed out on the mediums. Let's take a look. Actually, no. Operator is staying on in a soft compound too. If I were Operator, I'd pit. I don't know why he hasn't pit. Those softs are not going to last too much longer once we go back to racing. Two drivers. I had no pace. The softs had no pace. Final corner got to the curb. Yeah, the curbs in Abu Dhabi in this game are just absolutely atrocious. as of a couple other tracks. But hey, you have a race coming up on Thursday, so good luck, Jake. Going into my favorite team, the Alfa Romeo team. Safety car should be in this lap. About half a lap to go before the safety car does pull in, and then Bravo will have the right to set the pace on the restart. We'll see when he decides to put that throttle down. Race control, safety car is in this time around, and now it's time to see how much Bravo decides to bunch the field up. Definitely tell he's putting temperature in those tires as much as he can for a good restart. Does have Bill right behind him, and we know is a quick Tier 2 driver. Going into Tier 1 next season, back in the McLaren. It seems like when he's put into a car, he just stays in that car. He was in a Racing Point for a good few seasons as well. But we'll see on board with Bravo. When is he gonna go? Where's that safety car? It's still on track right now. How much is this man gonna bunch the field up? Everybody's there. When is he gonna put the throttle down? He's gonna wait just a second. I wouldn't put the throttle down until I've made it clear out of this exit. And he's gone. Bill, just a little wibble from the back end of that Ferrari. What a restart it was for Bravo. Everybody pretty much stays in this point here. Nobody's really jostling for a move. We have McLaren making a move on the Red Bull. Looks like Ross is gonna have a look-see as well. Pretty dangerous to make a move around there. Ross is gonna hold just behind. Anybody close enough for a move? We have. Let's see if the McLaren can dog down straight here. But the Toad, just the Toad himself, is using ERS. He is. And you have a look at the Alfa Romeo. He's catching him. He is catching him. I think he might run out of room. Oh, he's going to try to dive. He's going to Ricardo it. Oh, there was contact. Has he made the move, though? He has. That was a bit late of a lunge, but he made it work. Now he's right behind ABL Ryan and that Williams. Look at the power difference between the McLaren and the Williams. Both run the Mercedes power unit, but my goodness, that was a bit. Oh! Yep, that's what we're talking about with the curbs. And it's thrown him out of shape for a couple more as Carito's going to come right back with that Alfa Romeo. Bravo still leading this race. Habdi's right behind Bill in that Ferrari. Watching on board with Carito, heading through the hotel section. Coming around the final corner, and we're going to put the Delta right back up for you, ladies and gentlemen. ABR right, hold on to P4, Hubs P3, Bill P2. I am kind of surprised Hubs isn't pressuring that Ferrari any closer, being on those soft compounds. Ryan is right behind the gearbox of Hubs. Sector 1 and 2 yellow, what is that for? Who might that be for? As Ross has lost connection again. Oh, it was for operator. Something happened to operator. Anybody jostling for a move here? No, everybody's still single file. Hang on board with Bill as he is chasing Bravo down. Whoa, Ryan making a move on Allow Your Face. I just caught that out of the corner of my eye. That was a bit interesting. As you see Carito get really under shape on that exit of that curb. Allow Your Face. Will he make a lunge again? Not the best place to do it here in Sector 3 under the hotel. Just wait. As Ross has left the session again. Probably why I saw that X on his name. Race control DRS is back online for these drivers here on lap 13. Bravo trying to put distance between himself and Ferrari. Let's see what happens. You can see Bill had to let off the throttle just a bit. Now he's put himself down. Hubs is falling down as well. Hubs, a little bit of... Ryan's right behind Hubs. Alright, we'll see what Hubs can do. He's going to be under pressure by both the McLaren and the Williams. The Honda power unit, though, should help him in the straight line. We'll see. Ryan probably using everything that Williams has just to try to make a move happen. Allow Your Face is thinking about it. Is Allow Your Face? No, he tucks back in. We'll see what happens here on the backstretch with the DRS, second DRS zone. Look at the difference between the power in the unit. Is Allow Your Face going to go for lunch? No, he backs out of this one as well. That's actually clinical driving, and that is actually what you want to see. If the move's not there, don't try to pressure a move happening. This is helping Carrito kind of sneak his way back into the battle. Phil's chasing down that Alfa Romeo. Been kind of a quiet night after an early pit stop from Phil, but he can work his way back up the field. He is in that OP Mercedes. With his teammate crashing out, they need all the points they can get, so let's see what Phil can do. Phil now 1.4 separates himself from Bravo. Hubs sneaking back in. Ryan is just holding under that toe. Allow Your Face still right there. And Allow Your Face to get closer to the braking points here. Decide to go a little early in that entry. DRS will be his. Hubs has DRS on Bill. Can he make a move into P2? We'll see. Here he goes for the AlphaTauri team into P2. Bill doesn't fight it much. Not really too much he can do. He's going to have DRS on the second straight, though. Ryan, operator gets another 3-second time penalty. Operator is pulled into the pits to switch to the medium compound. Hubsy has DRS on Bravo, so that's not going to help Bill's case at all. Hubs is going to put this car potentially into first place. He does have those soft compounds on, though, so he's going to have to pit early. He's decided, I think he's going to go for a medium, soft, medium, as Carrito gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Hubs losing a bit of time to Rabo now as Rabo's really putting the throttle down on that Red Bull. Hubs sets the fastest lap of the race, though, so could he be toying with him? Ryan's just behind. This is battle now for P3. Bill's going to be under pressure from Ryan and Allow Your Face. I'm really surprised Ryan's gotten that Williams up to P4. Can he get any closer? He does have a time penalty to his name. The top three do not at this point. Look at this battle. Let's look at the rear view. Here we go. DRS open for Bill and the Ferrari. You know Ryan and Allow Your Face have it as well. Is Allow Your Face going to be able to make a move on that Williams? Is Bill going to send it on the inside? No, he's just going to hold out. Here we go into the second sector. The second back straight. Ryan gets a really... Oh! Bill's lost it! Oh! What has happened? And we have a battle here. Carrito and Phil goes past. Ryan has snuck his way up with that Williams into P3. We have a virtual safety car, ladies and gentlemen. Probably for debris from Bill's Ferrari. No front wing in that car. Can he sneak himself around to get pit, or put a pit in? At this point, I would pit. It's a free pit. if this virtual safety car stays out long enough. See what Bravo does. No, it's off. So everybody's going to stay out. It looks like Hubs is going to stay out. If I were Hubs, I would have chose that moment to pit, but now he's under pressure with Ryan just behind him. Allow Your Face is sneaking his way up to this battle as well. We have, oh, Bill's retired. What happened to Bill? And where does that happen at? Sector 3 at some point. The man that was on the podium last week has crashed out here. Where did that happen at? I wonder if he caught the curb. No safety car yet. Stay on board with operator. Where's his car at? I don't see it anywhere. Okay, it's gone. So Bill now out of this race, down to 9 drivers. Hubs and Ryan having a collision with each other. Allow Your Face looking at a move potentially, but had to back out. Ryan under pressure from Hubs. Hubs goes back up the position. Ryan looking for a move. Oh, these two really going after it with each other. Allow Your Face is going to sneak past the Williams. He does. Phil is sneaking his way up through as well. This has gotten the bit testy. Shoulders are out here in lap 16, coming on the 12 laps remaining for round 10. As Hubs pulls into the pits, will he go for the soft compound? Has he done a medium to soft? To another soft compound. We'll see. Keep an eye on him while we're riding with Allow Your Face. He has ABR Ryan just behind him. Hubs has gone for another medium compound, so he's done a medium soft to medium. It's going to be interesting for the guys like Phil, who's 14 laps on his medium compound so far. Ryan closing in on the McLaren, but it's going to be a bit difficult. We know this man has a lot of pace, though. That's kind of why he's in that Williams. Putting a Williams in a top 3 on realistic is just a performance in itself. Let's see what he can do. He does have Phil sneaking up. Phil having one heck of a race, having a lot of bad luck over the last couple weekends. Been out of shape there, lap 17. And Phil put a little bit more performance in that Murph and get him closer to Ryan. As Ryan's still chasing a live phase. Bravo's just like, hey, see you later. 3.3 into my name now. I'm gonna add to it. 3.2 though. I happen to wonder when Phil will have to pit again. Hubs has made his final pit stop. Panta has made his final pit stop. Operator could take those to the end. Yeah, he should be able to easily take those to the end. But for Ross and Carito, I don't. Those tires aren't gonna last. Allow Your Face, Bravo, and Ryan's tires, I don't think are gonna last either. You could potentially get maybe a good solid 14 to 17 laps out of the mediums, and that's pushing it. Let's see if there's any battles here. Carito putting pressure on Phil. He will have DRS. See if he can work his way around that Mercedes. If he can get that car up to the Mercedes, that is just a performance in itself. Getting closer and closer. DRS will be his. Gap at the top, 3 seconds separate Bravo on Allow Your Face. Carito looking for a move potentially on the Mercedes. Not gonna happen this time around. A little too far back. The sun is setting here at Abu Dhabi. The cloud or the sky is getting darker. I have to mention something else. I actually believe that this could possibly be the last time we race at Abu Dhabi as a league on F1 2021. So these guys putting a performance in. Phil is going to die for the pits one final time. 10 laps to go. Actually, 9 laps to go. I guarantee he's going to go on the soft compound. Soft compound it is for the Mercedes driver on his way out. Hubs gets the fastest lap so far with a 39.2. Ross goes through. Is Ross back? No, Ross is not back. Panta. Where's Phil? He's coming out now, so Panta's a little further down the road. There's the McLaren. Operator holding on to P9. Bravo, Allow Your Face, and Ryan and Carito. I'm still wondering if they can take those tires to the end, but this man might be sitting in the catbird seat. We'll see. Just 9 laps remain. Everybody a bit spaced out now. Bill's gone for a soft compound, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to take the fastest lap. Any gaps that are coming down so far? Let's take a look at the time penalties. We're on lap 19 out of 28. It's a little earlier than I usually do it as Carito gets himself another one. Take a look at time penalties. We have Ryan on 3 seconds as Rabo has dove for the pits. We'll take a look at where's Hubs now. He's coming up to the last corner. Rabo's coming up to the tunnel to exit the pit. Hubs is right there. Rabo through the tunnel now. Hubs coming up through. This is going to be close. You can see Rabo's car on the inside. Rabo on exit. There's Hubs. This is going to be a battle for the lead. Oh, Rabo, careful. That was quite an exit from the pit lane. This is pretty much on net battle for the lead. But we'll take a look. Garito, 6 seconds to his name. Operator, 6 seconds. And Ryan has 3 seconds. Here goes Rabo against Hub D. Close enough. Rabo's going to go to the inside. Hubs is trying to fight it off, but there's not much Hub D can do there. Just sit behind. Your tires are up to temperatures. Rabo's going to have a bit of time to get his there. Hubs could have another look. Get those penalties back to the tires. Hubs coming closer and closer to Rabo. Not close enough. It's just going to sit just behind him. Ryan has gone, or Rabo has gone for the soft compound. Hubs on the medium, so this is going to be a heck of a battle for these two, for Ryan to go, or to Hub D to go for it. Ryan is pulled into the pits. Bill should work his way up. He is on the soft compound. Ryan's going to go for the soft compound. Hubs, Rabo, when is Carito, and Allow Your Face going to pull into the pits. Bill's worked his way past. Ryan's there now. And Panta have a look. No, he's a little further back. The Rabo right now trying to chase down Carito and Allow Your Face. They have yet to pit for one final time. I doubt those mediums are going to go to the end. I have no idea if they're going to try to stretch them or not. I think they're yet to make their final pit stop. Oh, Operator's out of the race. Operator has retired. And that is going to be a safety car. This just shook everything up, especially for Allow Your Face, who is clean on penalties. He could pull into the pits and take the lead of this race potentially, where he's about 12 to 14 seconds ahead of Robbo. Y'all have to follow a delta, so we'll find out what happens. Definitely gonna come in now. I know for a certain fact that Robbo or Allow Your Face is gonna put those soft compounds on. Carito pulls into the pits. Hubdy pulls into the pits. Did Hubdy have something? No, okay. Phil's gonna stay out. This is gonna help Phil a lot. He's gonna go up to P2 possibly. Up to P4, P3 now. Where's Allow Your Face? No, Allow Your Face is coming out ahead of him. So Robbo retakes the lead of this race. Allow Your Face in P2 and Phil in P3. Ryan out in the out of the pits, P4, Carito, P5, Hub's on his way out, Panta on his way out, and Ross, unfortunately, still ghosting. He's overtaken Panta's McLaren. This shouldn't take too long, though. I have a feeling everybody should be able to bunch up within this lap. It should be back to racing by lap 23. Everybody on a soft compound leading in to the end of this race. A couple guys have penalties to their name, but these two at the front do not. This is for position. I believe Phil behind them does not have a penalty either, so the top three guys, a Mercedes, a Red Bull, and a McLaren. Who is going to get that win this evening? I had a mare of a race, gutted. I was so close in the cutoff of the points. Yeah, just a couple more laps, and you would have had those points to your name, operator. Nature of the beast, as it is sometimes. Taking a look at some of the messages. Back at it. So it looks like we are gonna have another full lap here under the safety car conditions. Sun is setting here for round 10. Will this man have another clean restart? When is he gonna go? Will he wait last minute, put the throttle down after the final corner? It's usually when I would do it, especially here. You don't want to give it the beans right before that final quarter because you could just spin the car out. I've learned from experience. Is anybody? Let's take a look here. Everybody is on, so 8 drivers remain. Lights should go out on that safety car in a moment's time, letting us know we're back to racing. Bravo really wants to get going here. Those penalties to those names of those drivers are going to come into play for sure if these guys stay bunched up in the final few laps. I think we're going to have 5 racing laps to go. Safety car is in this lap. Closing stages of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. How is this going to finish? At this point, Bravo has been controlling most of this evening's race. Can it go his way? A late safety car in Bahrain changed his his I guess fate of winning the Bahrain Grand Prix, having a collision. Then he had to pit for a new front wing. Can he change his fate this evening? hold on to P1. We'll see what Allow Your Face can do in that Mercedes or that McLaren. It's out on that safety car. You see, there are the cars now. Allow Your Face wants to get going. Phil holding back just a bit. Don't want to hold back too much. You see safety car pulling into the pits. When is Robbo going to put the throttle down? Easy does it. And away we go. Back to racing. I think Williams had a moment there. Coming into turn one. Robbo still in the lead. Allow Your Face. Phil. Ryan. Carrito. Take a look. Oh, jeez. Phil, what has happened there? I saw that for a split second. Is that I don't see any marks of a safety car that's right on board with the Red Bull driver. Nothing yet. So it's still under a green flag. Heavy collision from Phil in the wall. He had hit P3 in hand. Allow Your Face. That put Ryan up to P3. Carrito's there. Hubs is looking like, oh, Hubs is gonna go for one. Is he gonna send him? Nope, he backs out. Enter right behind, just in case it's right on board with the AlphaTauri driver. He does have Panta right behind him. Two drivers ahead of him. He knows has time penalties. Back in the day, you couldn't tell. You'd have to check with Jeff to see if anybody had a penalty. But now you can see if somebody has a penalty ahead of you on the interval while racing. Take a look down. There's Panta. Ross, unfortunately, having connection issues still. Bravo putting that throttle down here in the closing stages. Nope, with Allow Your Face. Gets a little bit or a lot of that curb. Put the Delta back up for you as Bravo crosses the line. Oh, my batteries died. 1 second.